Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. This week on MEometry TV, we're going to talk about how to be a better leader in bed. Kinda. This is Gatorade. Hey all you creatives and creators, this is Jason Goldberg and you are watching MEometry TV, the place to be to yearn more, learn more, and earn more from your life and business. And first of all, I have to disappoint everybody and let you know this is not going to be nearly as salacious of a video as the introduction made it seem. Yes, we are talking about leadership, and yes, we are talking about beds, but you won't need to put earmuffs on the kids if you're listening to this in the living room. So let's think about this for a second. There are typically three types of mattresses we see nowadays, right? There's the firm mattress, there's the soft mattress, and then there's the revolutionary memory foam mattress. Now I'm going to leave waterbeds out of this. I feel like the 80s are a decade best left to other forms of nostalgia. But throughout this post, I'm going to be talking about leadership, but you can really apply these same concepts to any forms of relationships, whether it's customers or spouses or children or students or coworkers. And as I talk about these, I want you to really think about which of them best describes you and the way you work, and be honest here, okay? So first, let's talk about the firm leader. Now, we all know this type: command and control, results, results, results. This person typically has authority based on their role or on their title or on the experience that they've had. And unfortunately, things like inspiration and engagement may seem like four-letter words because they're the boss, they make the rules, and essentially, you're supposed to just fall in line. They may care less about what motivates you and care more about getting things done. Does it sound like a dictator to you? Well, it may sound that way, but really it's not all bad. They say what gets measured gets done, and for any business to be successful, somebody has got to be accountable to make sure the goals for the company, whatever they are being achieved. If we didn't have the firm leader, some companies would just flail around like the, inflatable tube guy at the used car dealerships, and nobody would ever know where they stand in relation to the goals. So bottom line here, this leader may earn respect, but not trust. The focus here is on results first and relationships second. Okay? Now counter to that is the next type of leader, the soft leader. Now this is the best bud boss. This is the personable, supportive, collaborative boss. The boss that you invite to your parties because you want to, not because you have to. You can tell them all your problems. They're going to do everything and anything in their power to help you solve your issues, whether they're personal or professional. They'll give you a shoulder to cry on. They're there for you. And some may call this touchy-feely leadership, right? And that's something that makes the firm leader shudder. And it can be if taken to an extreme. Now, oftentimes a soft leader is so concerned with being liked that they'll make the popular decision instead of making the right decision. They may shy away from conflict and healthy debate, and they may actually stunt their employees' growth by not giving them the constructive criticism they need to grow. They also may not be great at accepting constructive criticism themselves because they may see it as a personal attack instead of an opportunity to improve. This soft leader, though, is very highly developed in people skills like empathy, and they're a major asset to any business. So bottom line, this leader may earn trust, but not respect. Their focus is on relationships first and results second. Now imagine for a second if these two types are working for each other and what kind of fireworks could go off in that environment.
Let's get ready to rumble!
So now let's talk about the memory foam leader. Last but certainly not least, of course. And this one's a bit trickier. So for those of you who have not had the joy of being up at 3 o'clock in the morning and seeing these ridiculous infomercials with the examples of the glass of red wine sitting on the edge of the bed and the woman jumping up and down showing how the wine doesn't spill, let me explain a bit. I think back to these infomercials and remember this well-groomed hand being pushed down in the bed into a fully formed handprint that was left behind when the hand was removed. It was clear the intention when pressing down on the bed was to make a handprint, and the impact left behind matched up perfectly. There was no confusion there. That's where the concept for the memory foam leader was born. They focus on their impact so everybody is clear on direction and expectations, but also knowing the support is there for them when and if they need it. Now, how do they do that? They are keenly aware, that's a big deal, keenly self-aware, and focus on clear communication and engagement and building genuinely strong relationships with everyone they encounter. That's such a key thing. They aim to remove ambiguity and uncertainty, and they want to build trust so they can delegate instead of dictate, and they want to strengthen bonds without sacrificing achievement of the goals at hand. In fact, if this is done properly, connections are actually strengthened and the outcomes are improved as a result of using this memory foam leadership style. But it's not all drum circles and high fives. The proverbial handprint I talked about will eventually disappear, and the key is to continually and authentically remind people of the message and the impact they desire to create. That impression may have at one time been so crystal clear, like when you first press down the hand and you see the handprint, but over time it's either been forgotten or it's no longer front of mind, like when the handprint comes back to the surface and the mattress goes flat again. So the bottom line here is that this leader earns trust and respect. Their focus here is on results and relationships simultaneously. So here's the rub. Leadership, like mattresses, it's not one size fits all. Even though the memory foam leader approach seems to be the best bet, it may not always be the case. So in reality, situational leadership is what everybody should learn, ensuring that you have all of these different styles, all three at your disposal as the situation dictates. So now that you're a mattress leadership expert, I want you to ask yourself a few questions. Number one, which of these styles come naturally to you? Which do you use primarily? Number two, which of these styles feel completely foreign or awkward or out of your comfort zone? And number three, how would your life or business change for the better if you were able to try to incorporate the other styles that are maybe out of your comfort zone into your everyday life? Try to inject a little bit of the styles that you listed there in number two into your daily relationships. Maybe this means for someone who's typically a firm leader is privately acknowledging the extra effort someone's been putting in lately. Or if you're a soft leader, maybe engaging in some healthy conflict or debate to get better results from a project. Or if you want to come across as that memory foam leader, deliver a message with charisma and conviction during a staff meeting. Any step you take in developing your lesser used styles is a step towards you being an even better leader. Now, as you know, we learn, earn, and yearn exponentially more when we share our gifts with each other, and I want to hear from you. So leave me a comment below to tell me what you think of these styles and tell me what works best for you. If you love this video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and be sure to share it with your friends. And also, don't forget to head over to MEometry.com to sign up for exclusive email updates and to get insights that I only share with my most engaged peeps. Now remember that you and your gifts are extraordinary and exceptional. Be you, do you, and love you, because you know what? There's only one of you. See you next time on MEometry TV.